She got this list. Listen, it's a movie about you, Mel. It's a movie about some man that wrote this list about the person had to do all the qualities. I think it's like a French movie to do all these qualities in order for him to get married. Don't be that person, Mel. The list is too long, child.
I don't feel like my list is too long. Y'all, Shanita jokes with me all the time and be like, she just.
Shanita, that's her name, Shanita.
Girl, I'm like, what did I say? I said, well, there's somebody for everybody.
So today I was like, there's this guy, but he kind of short. She was like, he could be short for somebody else. Girl.
I mean, for somebody else, he's amazing for someone else. And then, listen, you already know this, Shanita. You know, I ain't really desperate for nobody. You know, I love how I live right now. I love everything that I'm doing. So, you already know, I'm good.
Okay, you good. But on this trip to Africa, you going to eat some food?
Yeah.
You going to dance a little bit? You going to hang out?
Yeah, I'm going to hang out. Yes.
I don't know if I can bring her on, Angel Ray Entertainment. She said we outside now. You gonna go out? We gonna go to the village, but you are going to go out and you're gonna experience both sides. I feel like every country has something to offer, and I'm not knocking anybody's country. Everybody's country has wealthy, and then they have a side that needs a little bit of work. I don't call it poverty; it needs a little bit of work. So we're gonna go to the part that needs a little bit of work, but don't be shocked, y'all. Because I'm going to take her to the other side, too.
Okay.
She needs to see that Africa, there's big, beautiful houses. There's wealth there. There's a nightlife like no other. Now they dance, baby. They do not go and stand on the wall. You're going to be right at home.
Okay.
Because you like to dance.
I love to dance, so that's perfect. But no, when we had that conversation that day and we started talking about, peace, and we started talking about purpose, and then you were like, hey, you should do this water project, in Ghana. And it was like, yeah, and you say, here's what you do, let your melometers be a part of it so that they can plant a seed and they can, and I was like, yeah, that's a great idea. And I'll be honest with you, when it comes to the melometers, they already know how I feel when it comes to, because we've done it. We have blessed people randomly. One lady, I remember she had lost her home to a fire, and she and her grandchildren were staying in a hotel, and we all collectively came together and blessed her, so we all fortunately understand the importance of coming together and being able to make a bigger impact, being able to understand that I personally maybe can't go in this situation. Of course, I'm going to Africa, but situations where if you can't get there, you help send the person who can get there. And that's how, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That is how you send your seed, and so I'm big on that. So I know the melometers, I just know, I know they're going to love it. I know they're going to be a part of it. And I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. Like I said, I've never been to Africa. And so going with a purpose, matters to me. My first trip there with a mission, with a purpose, taking clean water, getting a village, clean water, that's purpose. That's a mission. So I'm super excited about it.
All right, melometers. So listen, y'all, it's going to be limited space for this name because the melometers, they wide and they deep. And it's a lot of y'all that's down with the melometers. So listen, you can go to beyondthegame.org. I pinned it at the bottom. You're going to see Mel's picture on there, so it's specifically for that. Specifically for that. You're going to go, you're going to click. Make sure you fill out the information because we want to make sure that your name is on this project. You are planting your seed. You are leaving your name. I just want to end by saying, Mel, the melometers is something special, right?
Yeah.
Like I tell you that every time I see you, that I love the fact that you have created something for people to be a part of, and you really allow the melometers to be a part of things that you do. You really do. Every time you do something, it's like melometers activated, and I'm like, woo, baby, right? And I know they got a lot of different fan base groups and stuff like that. And I'm friends with a lot of people. I am. But I'm associates with a lot of people. But what I realized is that your fan base, the melometers is like something I have never seen before. So I want to say that it takes a beautiful person, a beautiful soul to do that. Shout out to all the melometers, for all of you that have YouTube pages and blogs and podcasts and all of the things that you do from your heart, really to support Mel and everything that she has going on. And being around Mel not too long ago, I realized that they identify with you because there's so many melodies out there. They just don't have the same name. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many women that you relate to. Like, you the bomb, friend.
Yeah, thank you. No, I appreciate that because, believe it or not, I spend a lot of time defending the melometers. I spend a lot of time defending them. I have to let people know and remind people of how the melometers came about. And the same way they support and love on me, I support and love on them. And you ain't just about to say anything about the melometers because I'm gonna be like, cut, right? So it's this thing where it's a community of women, and we pray for each other, we fast together, we bless people together. They know the 7th Avenue. They know that I'm always doing things to give back. So yeah, they go on and purchase products like you did. Thank you. They purchase products and they support 7th Avenue Beauty, but they also know that the seed, and this is the thing, you have to be careful of where you plant your seed. They know that when they plant a seed with me, they know that it's going to go and yield good results, right? They know that it's going to be used in a way that's positive. And so, I try to operate in integrity. I try to operate with a certain level of morals, and that's just how I move. And God is good, and we got to knock this word project out. It's going to be I guess I'll be going to Ghana with you in April.
Like you done told the country, I've been saying Africa. Okay, y'all, we going to Ghana first. It's okay. Man, I'll be going everywhere. I was gonna leave a little bit of surprise. They might be like, oh my gosh. Okay, Mel done said it. We going. She can't the whole walk. Lauren, she talked too much.
Sorry.
I was gonna give them a little razzle dazzle, little stuff. What part of Africa she going to? Oh, she going to Nigeria. Oh, she about to be. I was gonna give them a little razzle dazzle. She done told y'all we going to Ghana. But you don't know where we stand. You don't know what village we going to. Y'all don't know what nightlife we going to. So we still have some prizes. But also, I'm thinking, Mel, after this trip, we talked about it a couple times before. I think you should do a melometers trip where they can go, maybe not to Ghana, but we can pick another African country, so many to serve. And then you take some of them with you, not a lot. Because, I travel different. We can take some, not a lot. But we can take some with you.
That'd be mom. First of all, I'm so sorry because I feel so bad.
This is how y'all know she's comfortable talking to me. Well, we just be talking about everything. She know how to keep it a secret. It didn't last long. See, that's how y'all know my friend don't be lying, because she really be saying what she tell the truth. So she not good at lying. She don't lie. So you done told the people. You're like, oh, why she keep saying, and just for the record, we're not going at the end of the year, because most people go to Ghana to celebrate at the end of the year. This is happening in the next 30 to 60 days. She got some more filming to do. But once she's done with that, we're getting on the first thing, smoking. So I just want y'all, melometers, get activated. That's what she said. Melometers activated. Get your name.
Hey.
Listen, get your name on this water project so you can share it with your grandkids. This is something. Last thing, I started doing things like this because I understood legacy. Outside of my piece, outside of my purpose, I now have legacy. countries around the world, specifically Africa, that it touches my heart when I go back. And you'll feel it, Mel. And I see some of the projects or people still drinking water, you know, a year, 2 years from now. I remember one time, my kid's dad, I had one football jersey with me. I don't know how. Mel, I went back to that country 3 years later, and I seen somebody walking down the street with that football jersey. I just started crying to know that my legacy, being a girl from Detroit, east side of Detroit, has surpassed my biggest dreams, and now Huntsville, Alabama is going to be on the continent of Africa. So I want people to know how strong that is, that it's not just, oh, it's $100 and I'm just putting no, you're leaving your legacy. As long as those plaques stay on that water project, when you decide that you want to travel with your friends or family or to go to Ghana, you can be like, oh, you know, I did a water well in Ghana. They got fresh, clean water because of my seed. You know, my name is there. And so to me, that's real big. That's real big.
That's beautiful. And that's what it's all about. You know, I love you so much. I love you. Know, I appreciate you, you know that. And I'm looking forward, you know, to this being the first of many projects that we do in Africa.
Maybe I can get it to Nigeria because I will snitch on that. That man I was trying to hook her up with was Nigerian. Since you want to spill the beans, I'm going to spill something too. He was Nigerian, y'all. So y'all already know how they do. They was coming. They was coming hard. It wasn't no African countries where they play with you. They was coming. Mel was like, no, I'm good. I'm okay. It's all right.
No, what was funny was, and I'm going to share this, and I'm going to share this because we're friends, right? What was funny was when I got my G-Wagon and he called you and was like, she got a G-Wagon? Who got her a G-Wagon?
Who bought that? That man went crazy. When she bought that G-Wagon, baby, I could not convince that man that some other African.
Oh, you guys, I know her name now. It's Shanita Foster. Thanks to somebody in the chat, y'all. But anyway, what's some powerful women's, you guys, and this month is Women's Empowerment Month, so we're gonna be celebrating, y'all. Don't forget, my last video I put out is about women's empowerment, women's inventor, the lady that made Miss Jackson, who made the fax machine, and touch tone phone, you guys. Black women are doing it. We are powerful. Anyway, shout out to Shanita Foster and Melody.
Hadn't touchdown in Huntsville, Alabama, and delivered a car to this lady's driveway. I was like, sir, I don't know where she got her car from. Matter of fact, I didn't even ask. I just congratulated. And if they seen the picture on Instagram, I was just excited to go be a car booty. Because y'all know me, I got 100,000 kids. I'll be putting kids in G-Wagons and Rolls Royces, you know, male fancy. So I was just waiting to get my car booty picture. And he's talking about where it come from. I'm like, I didn't ask where it came from. I just went to go. That man was mad. Baby,
yeah.
She made, Mel, did you get, look, I'm about to start something. Did you get that G-Wagon from another African?
Oh, no. No. You know what's so funny is, believe it or not, how I'm set up mentally, like real talk, is I have not wanted a man to help me do any of the things that I've done.
Independent.
Just keeping it a buck with you. You know what I'm saying? I feel that also God.
There's nothing wrong, ladies, with being independent. Even if you married. I know when I was married, my ex wanted me to stay at home, but I just couldn't give up going to college all those years and just for me to be sitting at home. So I worked on the weekends, right? 5 days a week, I could have the children, take care of the children, you know, they're in school or whatever they had to do, the baseball, football, cheerleading, whatever they had to do. On the weekends, I went to work. Yeah, so, you know, there's nothing wrong with being independent, and whoever would have known that years on down the line, we got a divorce. So I was already out there in the world, in the medical world. I just went on and went full time. So it pays to be independent because that seemed like to me what this young lady did. She always worked within her marriage. So, during her divorce, what she do? Just keep on doing what you've been doing. You just keep rising and chat and happy Women's Empowerment Month. Melody, take us on out.
Ordained it to be this way to where everything that I've accomplished, everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm purchasing, right? There's nobody else who can come take credit for that. It's me and God. And I love it that way. You know what I'm saying? And that's, what one of the reasons I don't just jump on the, I can jump and be with this person and be taken care of for the rest of my life. I just I'm enjoying the me and God journey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm enjoying knowing that, like, no, these are the fruits of my labor, the fruits of my sacrifices, the fruits and the favor that God has come to give to me. And there's no person that can come and take credit for none of it. And I love it that way.
All right, I'm gonna let you go because she's sleepy, y'all. Get into this box. I'm not planning this, but I know what I'm about to do. Next time I come to Huntsville, I got a plan. Watch what I'm gonna do. Next time I come to Huntsville, they ain't even gotta pay for it. I'm gonna start putting free shots of Alive and male stuff. Cause male fan base, let me tell you, and we keep saying last thing, but this is the last thing. I love you, Mel, for supporting me and my business. Some people get funny and they get famous, and I have other friends, associates, that I might be like, hey, I'm doing this. Can you post this, or can you post that, or can you support? I never had to ask you to support my business. I never had to ask you to repost something. Like, if I want you to post something, I may like tag Mel in it. She just automatically hit repost. You don't ride the petty train. You want everybody to eat. You want everybody around you, to get a piece of what's out there enough for everybody, including the melometers. I have seen you post YouTube channels and businesses. Mel, I'm telling you, everybody, they don't do that. They would be like, why she taking her shot with them? Why she talking about her business? And you be like, friend, promote your business. Friend, talk about your business. And I always tell people, it makes me cry. Like, I'll be crying.
And that's what I like about Melody. She's feeding us right now, you guys. Right now, we're able to, capitalize through YouTube. Anyway, Melody Cherie going to Africa. And it's just the spirit had led me last night to do something on Africa, okay? About what happened to the Negroes, the original Negroes that was already here before the clear people got here. Where did they go? All right, here we go. Thank y'all very much for supporting the GoFundMe, you guys. It brings tears to my eyes. The organizer is True Tea. Shout out to her. My heart goes out to her for the hot tea as well. So, update on the GoFundMe organizer. I think it's over 6,000 and something right now. And whatever comes in the GoFundMe is being split between here for the hot tea and me, and for legal fees. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Y'all didn't know. I just couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't rest. Just totally stressed out over this. I am an emotional basket, you guys. But now, since I know I got this support from everyone and this love, I thank y'all. My heart is at ease. I got some inner peace now. Thank y'all so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. They came before Christopher Columbus. They noted that Negroes, black-skinned people, were in the New World when they got here. Okay, Columbus made his transatlantic voyage, you guys. He made his transatlantic voyage under the sponsorship of Ferdinand Leo. I can't see that. Isabella, the Catholic monarchs of Aragon, Castile, and Leon in Spain. It's Ferdinand II and Isabella. Columbus himself, according to the renowned American historian and linguist Leo Winter of Harvard University, one of the strongest pieces of evidence to support the fact that black people sailed to America before Christopher Columbus was a journal entry from Columbus himself. In Wiener's book, Africa and the Discovery of America, he explained that Columbus noted, now check this out, in his journey that the Native America confirmed black-skinned people had come from the southeast in boats, trading in gold-tipped spears, you guys. Those were some beautiful spears. And in fact, our ancestors was expert voyagers, right? And they could build boats. That Titanic had nothing on the way our ancestors built boats. They built those boats strong. Okay. Now the accounts of other European explorers, Christopher Columbus wasn't the only European explorer who made note of an African presence in the Americas. Upon the arrival, historical revealed that at least a dozen other explorers, include Vasco Nunez de Balbo, also made record of seeing Negroes when they reached the New World. The account matched up with the reports from the native in Mexico. Nicholas Leon, an eminent Mexican authority, recorded the oral tradition of his people and ultimately kept track of a key piece of evidence that black people made it to the New World, far beyond their European counterpart. His reports reveal accounts from natives saying the oldest inhabitant of Mexico were blacks, you guys. And that's what just lately, where they found all those artifacts called of the Olmec civilization. The existence of blacks and giants is commonly believed by nearly all the races of ourselves in their various language. They had word to designate them. So if you take a look at some of those artifacts of those of the Olmec civilization, a whole new world that they found, y'all. Right there from Mexico all the way throughout Mesoamerica, you guys. And we know that they were black because they had braids and dreadlocks, and they also had a sophisticated system. So we have always been here in America, you guys. In fact, Christopher Columbus' guide was a black. He didn't know how to get over here. He had to hire a black guide. And guide, you guys, I have to write his name down in here because I don't remember it offhand. But anyway, we were here before Columbus. So now, what happened to those Negroes? The indigenous Negroes that was already here. Let's see. And they said why the term Negro is not racial. Now, Negro describe you as a person. If you calling someone black and you look, it's a crayon, a color. So when we trying to collect reparation, they're not going to give this crayon no reparation because it's not a human being. But if you are a Negro, this is how they said they're going to determine the reparation. If you look on your birth certificate and it has Negro on there, that means most likely you are indigenous to this country. Your grandparents had Negro, your great-great-grandparents. That means you are one of the ones that are indigenous to this country. Okay, why the term Negro is not racial slur? Before the Titanic was the steamship, and like I said, our ancestor was expert in building ships expert in traveling that sea. This is why the clear people always has to go get an African, someone of our color, our ancestors to guide them. And all the boats that we have made, you never heard of one of their boats sinking. They're built strong, y'all. But the steamship Azar was built before the copycat Titanic. Now, the Azar is what our ancestor built. It was a huge boat. It was a mass exodus of indigenous black people and renamed Negroes who was leaving the U.S. to Liberia. 1822, free black-born Americans, indigenous, or free slaves relocated and found the Republic of Nigeria. Then I put, please like my page on my publisher and support my book, Black Titanic African Aboard. But between January 7th, 1822, and the American Civil War, more than 15,000 freed and freeborn black people who faced legislated limitations in the U.S. and 3,198 Afro-Caribbeans relocated to the settlement. Like I said, they did not want us to know that this was our land, that we were here first. The Republic of Liberia was founded by free African slaves and indigenous black people known as Negroes from North America. But the American Colonization Society was a white organization that wanted to hide the fact that the Negro was the real native of America and strip the black nation of the memory of self. You've been bamboozled. You've been stripped. You've been looking around, thinking, looking around, just looking around and believing that you came over here on this boat, that you were indeed a political prisoner. They call us slave, y'all, but we really was kidnapped. Our ancestors was kidnapped and brought over here. But they stripped you of the memory of self. So they offer to help fund the exodus. Now that's how these good old clear people like. Yeah, we want to help y'all leave y'all country, leave y'all land. We helping y'all. Leave your own land. They returned to establish a republic on Africa's soil. Shortly after their arrival, they were met by the indigenous people now that inhabit the land. They already had African on this land now, y'all. The nationality law is set forth in the Aliens and Nationality Law of 1973 based on its 1847 Constitution. Current citizenship laws explicitly stated being black as a prerequisite to citizenship. You change it to black, y'all. The first constitution allowed for women to transmit the nationality to their children. So now, when you call yourself black, now you've been stripped of the knowledge of self. Your ancestors now, who own this land, not that crown on this land. What happened? Yes, but anyway, I want to say too, but today in the 2000s, I don't know if I do know that they had a female president. Her name was Ellen. Miss Ellen Johnson. Ellen Leaf Johnson was her name. She was the president, a female president, you guys. And they say that she ran that country with an iron fist. Yeah. She is. I need to put her picture up.